Welcome back to the Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles channel. Tonight we have a quarter hunt, customer wrapped rolls, $620 worth. Got it from one bank, two different tellers. We're going to be looking for silver, W's, proofs, foreigns, NAFCs, errors, varieties. You name it, we're going to be looking for it. Hopefully we can come across some cool finds. I usually do 10 rolls, but because there's only 12, I'll do the top row here and see what we can find. If I come across anything cool within one of the rolls, I will bring you in directly for it. Otherwise, it'll be the 12 roll wrap up to begin with here, and then I'll do 10 rolls after that. Let's get into the hunt, see what we can find. I'll be right back. All right, the first 12 rolls have been hunted. Unfortunately, we did get a little scumbaggery. Fortunately, it was copper, so we lost a little less money, still about 22 cents, but 1971 Lincoln cent. We have some pretty nice condition coins here. So we have a 1966 in decent condition, a 1974 in beautiful condition, a Chaco Culture in beautiful condition, and down here I have a Denver minted Voyagers, which I don't really find errors all that much, but we got a strike through, so you can see it right on his face, the front of the nose, behind his hair by In God We Trust. So we got strike through there, and then a little bit under the loon's neck, kind of under the rock ledge where it meets the water. We have some strike through there as well. So we have that held aside. That's pretty neat. We have a double die. So we have a Homestead and doubling on L2. So the second window on the left hand side right there, that's doubling. And then I have a Roosevelt quarter with probably the largest die chip I've seen on one of these. So right in here, kind of like the Washington crossing the Delaware crown die chip. Oh, that's a decent sized chip. That's pretty neat. All right, let's get into the next 10 rolls. I'll bring you in with the finds. All right, I'm working on the 9th roll, the second group, and I have a 2009 DC FS802. So you can see the doubling right here on the second black key is what they call it. So I found one of these a few months ago. Haven't ever found one before, and now I got a second one. So that's awesome. Not an easy coin to find. And again, this one is not in great condition, but it's from 2009, so what do you expect? Not in terrible condition, but not in great condition. Obverse is better than the reverse, so definitely be holding that one aside. All right, let's keep it going. Hit this and one more roll left. I'll be right back. All right, out of those 10 rolls, we've got a couple Chaco Cultures, Denver minted, 2012, low mint. I believe they were both Denver. Let me just double check that. Denver and Denver. And we also have a Harper's Ferry with a DDR on the reverse there. The doubles in those windows. So I'll put this to the side here, and we'll get a match right in this area. And then we, of course, got our 2009 DC FS802 with doubling on the second black key right there. So I don't think you can see that at this point in time, but it was there. Anyway, I'm not going to go crazy. Let's get into the next 10 rolls. I'll be right back. All right, here's our finds for group number 3. We have another charcoal culture out of Denver in very nice condition. These are all pretty much uncirculated. So those are nice. And I'll get to that one in a second. So here we have a Patsy Takemoto mink. DDO, so doubling just in front of that D. I want to say there's a little bit on the right-hand side of the T there. But it's unlisted. That one is an unlisted variety. And then this one here on Wexler's, we have DDR number 45. So slight doubling right in here, doubling over here, and then a little bit over here. So it's a double tree, extra tree, whatever they want to call it. But it's DDR number 45 on doubledie.com, also known as Wexler's. Let's get into the 4th group. I'll be back with the finds. All right, we just finished up group number 4. And we actually got a pretty cool find. So right here we have our first foreign. We have a Canadian quarter, 1986. We had 2 charcoal cultures. We had a Philly mint and a Denver mint. You can clearly tell the Denvers. They're always in much better condition. Which I don't know why, but it's ridiculous. We have a Dr. Mary Edwards Walker with a minor DDR, the typical ones that I find in this area. So we have a little bit of doubling right under here and a little bit right in there. And then we have this nice condition Edith Kanaka'ole. And you can see right up at the top here an of, and the U of United. All of the letters around the periphery are doubled. Of America at the top, and United States down at the bottom are all doubled, extra thick. And then we come down to E pluribus unum, you can see is doubled. This is probably one of the stronger ones that I've found. US, E, the inside of the H, inside of the O, MAI, the K has doubling, the apostrophe, that K, a little bit in the designer's initials have doubling. So this one's a really good one. Up here is really pretty strong, as well as right over here. So stoked to have that. It's in good condition, so we'll put this one away. Let's get into group 5. I'll be back with the finds. Sorry, I'm not sure if I mentioned, this is variety Vista DDR 001 for the Edith Kanaka'ole quarter, women's quarter. All right, let's keep her going. All right, that 5th group gave us a spitting horse. You can kind of see the die crack coming out of the horse's mouth in between the C and the A of Caesar. Put it under the scope for you. You can see it much clearer here. So it's just a die crack that comes out of the horse's mouth, kind of makes its way to the rim. There are varying degrees of these. I have one that comes out the horse's head, makes its way back. There is a strong one that comes all the way up and then back down out the mouth. I don't really understand what the hype is about this one, but people like it. They do sell. And that's what we have. We have a spitting horse is what it's called. Let's get into the final grouping. and I'll bring you in with any finds. All right, those final 10 rolls, group 6, just gave us some lower mintage national parks. You have an Acadia out of Philly, 2 Choco Cultures out of Philly, and a Choco Culture Denver. Let me get the couple best finds for the hunt, and I'll be right back. All right, so in my opinion, these are our best finds for the hunt. I just held these aside because they are very low mintage for the National Park Series. So we have a 2012 Acadia Philly. We have 2012 Choco Culture Philly and Denver. Denver's on the right, Philly's on the left. Both of them low mintage as well. We have this 1974 Philly that I'm going to check against the album. We have the Edith Kanaka'ole DDR number 1 and our Voyagers Denver strike through. You can kind of see it there. The front and back of Washington's face and head. And then the find of the hunt is the 2009 DC FS 802. Let me get the album and see if we have a filler, an upgrader, anything like that. I'll be right back. All right, the 66 that I hunted earlier, or pulled earlier during the hunt, did not upgrade. But the 74 is definitely an upgrader. So I'm going to pull this one out and replace it with this one here. I'll be right back. All right, new one is in. Old one is out. That one is much cleaner. Much nicer looking coin. That In God We Trust looks doubled, which is so funny. All right. I think that does it for our hunt. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, if you were just simply entertained, I'd appreciate it if you'd consider a thumbs up. That's a very close thumb. Right down here in the lower left-hand corner. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. I try to post a video daily, unless I come across something that prevents me from doing so, but I do a pretty good job of trying to keep up with it. If you choose to subscribe, thank you. But be sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank my current subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the content. I'll see you on the next one.